Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Creative Spellcasting with Diane and Holly, where the spells are made up and the points don't matter.
Points do not matter.
This isn't about points anymore.
This is about good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Or bad enough.
Or bad enough. Whatever. Just do it.
Right?
Yep, just do it.
No more perfection.
No more perfection. We're going to prove to you can do this without perfection and it will still work.
That's right. And every time our videos get better.
They will. Everybody's do if they keep doing it, right?
Yes. So let's start this. The theme of the spell is celebrating or honoring your extraordinary uniqueness. Lots of $50 words.
$50 words.
From the guides. Thank you.
From the guides. From your guides.
Oh, yes. I would not have picked the word extraordinary.
I would. Maybe you were listening to my guides.
Maybe.
I think Diane listens. She hears my guides better than I do. So that's handy.
Holly's just not as practiced. She'll get there.
I'll get there. Maybe I hear them. I just take credit for everything that they're telling me.
Yeah. Well, why not?
Yeah.
So let's open this space for this unique and extraordinary spell with a little sage.
And this sage is just to cleanse from any negativity that you might have had going on in your day already. Let's get a little more smoke going. There's some.
I know. I just keep buying these fire starters.
I love it.
That's
any cares that you might have, any frustrations, we're letting those go right now. They are released. We don't need to think about them. This is us in our new creation phase.
And if you are following along at home, get out your sage or just smell our sage through the magic of the video.
Through the magic.
And now let's light some candles. I'll light one for me. I got this long fire starter, so I stopped burning my fingers.
That's a good idea.
I learn sometimes. I learn from the pain.
It takes a while. It does. It takes a while. Like, why do I torture myself? I don't know. When we have long fire starters.
It's a thing. A Walmart.
Yep.
Anyway.
Very practical.
So.
Oh, first I wanted to say when Diane messaged me about what the spell was going to be about, because she does tell me that in advance, I chose the first oils and herbs that came to mind. The first one is Young and Beautiful, and I'll go into a little more explanation about why I chose that one.
So pretty.
I love it. That's my Young and Beautiful traditional conjure oil. This is my Charisma and Fame herbal blend, and this is the Charisma and Fame spell oil that goes with that. And I also wanted to let you know, because I realized last time that Diane is so good at actually hypnotizing me, I probably ought to take this personal and not think of it as being something kind of a part that I'm doing, but actually something that she's kind of doing for me, because it's helping me with some of my goals. And so I hope that you'll do the same thing and make it practical for you. Before we begin, I just had a couple things that came to mind. I'll call them inspirations, I guess. So the first one is regarding counter spells. If you're saying negative crap to yourself that goes against the spell that you're casting for yourself, you're going to be messing your spell up, because it's not just what you're enacting during your spell, it's what's going with you through the rest of your life. So for example, I'm going to be trying out for America's Got Talent again in a little while, and I was watching a video, an America's Got Talent video, and it made me feel so inspired and so excited. And then the thought came to my mind, well, that's not good enough, Holly, because you're not visualizing yourself. You need this video to feel that, and I was just dissing on myself for that. And then I switched. And so instead of thinking why this isn't good enough, I switched to why is this good enough? And so just catch those counter spells that will come to your mind throughout the day.
Words matter.
Words matter. And if you're extraordinary, and we're going to make that your spell about that, we need to carry that through and not just go, well, I'm not extraordinary because whatever thing you're thinking about. Go, no, I am extraordinary, and here are the reasons why, and catch it and restate why it's good enough. And one other thing I wanted to say is second person talk is really helpful. Sometimes that negative voice in our minds tends to be, I'm not good enough, I'm not blah, blah, blah. You can use your second person talk that when you hear that voice that says, well, I'm not good enough, your other voice, the second person voice, can say, well, here's why you are good enough.
You are good enough.
You are good enough, and talk to yourself as you, because that's almost like it's kind of coming outside of you. It's easier for us to take joyful things if they're not coming from inside of us, but they're coming from.
That's funny. I write my spells in that second person, actually.
That is exactly why she writes it in the second person. It's very effective that way. And I didn't remember if you had, but I was thinking about that on the way over. So talk to yourself in second person, and here's why this is good enough. Another thing I did, just as another example, I've been coughing for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I was thinking, well, I can't practice my singing if I'm coughing all the time, and so this thing was, I can't because this, right? Mm-hmm. But then I realized, wait a minute, all of the things that I'm doing are purging some bad things out so that I can sing better. So enjoy the time that I'm coughing because I'm purging some stuff that needs to be purged for my voice to be better. And so it's all going toward the goal that you're working toward. So
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, just want you to think like that. Like, let's get the positivity flowing.
Maybe I should warn you about what the spells are about more often. That was great.
It helps. It helps me so much because then I'm not just thinking, okay, Diane and I are going to do this thing. I'm going, okay, wait, Diane's casting a spell for me today. I better show up.
And for me, every time I write these, it's exactly what I needed.
Do you hypnotize yourself too?
Yes, actually, it's very hypnotic to write spells.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
So, and I'm going to be reading, so it's just that much more professional, I guess. Yes, it is.
It is.
No more guessing.
It is. It is more professional.
Let's
know what you're doing.
Yeah, it reminded me, and he was going to pull a card. So let's see if what the random says for our spell.
Tell them what deck you're using. I love this
deck.
This
is the Golden Tarot. It feels like it's made out of plastic. Everything falls. Oh.
See, you can even bump your table. You can even bump your table, and it's okay.
Oh, what did we get?
Oh, these are the two that fell.
Oh, that's interesting. The Moon card.
Mystery coming right
up. That
up.
was one of the cards I drew when I was writing this. So interesting. And I wasn't even sure what it meant, but maybe we'll know. It's
the unknown.
The unknown, mysterious.
Mystery.
Yes. So look up there, and then we also got Emperor. So.
The Emperor.
He doesn't care what anyone thinks of him.
That's kind of nice to think about that the Emperor doesn't care. I'm going to get him out of water's harm.
Well, they're plastic, so.
Oh, that's true.
So let us begin.
Okay, should I use the herbs?
Oh, first, thank you.
That's okay.
Let's do it. Do the herbs. Let's
okay. So personalizing this again, and I hope you'll personalize this for yourself in your own mind. I'm using my Young and Beautiful oil. Partly that's because sometimes I don't feel like I want to be when I think of myself on America's Got Talent. So I have to picture myself the way that I want to be. And what is that? With the youth and beauty that is inherent within me. So I'm going to put a little bit of that oil in there. You can also dress a candle with this. A lot of people like to dress the candle first with that. In fact, I could even very, very carefully put some oil into that little flame of mine. Ooh. And we'll be smelling that very shortly now. And then I'm going to sprinkle the charisma and fame on there. The charisma and fame in and of itself doesn't make you famous. It puts you in tune with your own charisma and fame and what is coming up for you in the future.
That smells good.
It does. There's cinnamon and cloves in that. It's to make it move a little more quickly. And then, of course, a little bit of the charisma and fame oil. This is the spell oil because we want all of that to come together when we're standing on that stage or when you're in that rodeo or when you're doing that thing that is really important to you, that dream of yours and if this is going to remind you that you are extraordinary.
Yes. And
we're going to pull this into our regular life.
And let's add another object. I forgot.
Okay. This face is symbolic of something extraordinary because you don't see something like this very often.
Right?
That is beautiful.
Isn't that cool? I think I found it at Savers, my favorite store.
Savers, our thrift store here is pretty amazing. It was made in China, so this is an official Chinese face.
Heck yeah.
That was made in China.
That's real gold.
It's real gold?
No, I don't know. That's what I like to think.
we're going to think that that's real gold. And you know what? It's going to symbolize real gold for us. And it's extraordinary. This could even represent the person
The vessel,
themselves,
right?
the vessel that we are. And then we can envision stuff growing out of it that we want to see.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Here, let's put this growing out of it.
The noise you're going to make.
That's right.
Hear me roar.
Here you go. Stand up straight. There it goes.
Okay, maybe I'll put it on the table so it's not right on the plate.
Okay, and then last object.
This is another object she's surprising me with.
Ooh. It's a cat, if you can't tell.
Yes, this is a black cat that has a star and all sorts of cool. I don't know. We haven't talked about this a whole lot, but Diane makes these resin forms that I like to call oracle gems. And usually there will be, like, in this one she doesn't have it, but a lot of the time she'll have some kind of a saying in there that is inspirational, that basically you can put a whole bunch of these in a bag, and then you can ask for advice and pull one out, and it will give you the advice that you need, ironically and crazy enough. This black cat, the message that I'm being given right now, I have a black cat at home, and there's a star in its head.
Oh, interesting. It's kind of like, he's a little mysterious.
He's a little mysterious, and we also drew this card.
Yeah,
and so right now I'm going to call this black cat because I'm not coming up with a symbol for what this is. Right now I'm going to put it by the mystery card, and we're going to see what surfaces.
Yeah, sounds good.
Its back is arched.
Right?
So
he's ready to pounce.
Ready to pounce on something.
Okay, so have we done all the things? How's the checklist?
One other thing we have,
okay.
This goes with the spell. I highly recommend, if you're doing a young and beautiful spell, or you're doing anything for charisma or something that will increase your energy, your vibe, rose petals, organic rose petals in water. Just make an infusion of that and let them sit in there for a while. This smells amazingly beautiful.
Really?
Yes. It's very subtle. It's subtle, but it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, because I tried those maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep, it maintains that essence, and drinking that during your spell is going to cause a trigger, because you'll remember this connection with your spell. So if you're in your daily life, you're going along and you want to refresh your spell, anything that you did in your spell that is sensory, like the fragrance of this young and beautiful oil, the taste of these roses in rose water, that will refresh your spell. All you have to do is have that go through your mind a little bit. So I'm going to take a little drink of that.
Nice.
It's already rosy. You should try it.
Okay. That's right.
It's very subtle.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. I should have tried more flowers. I have this drawer full.
You can put fresh tea roses into water, and I just like to keep those on my porch, and I just refresh the water every day and I drink it. It's so good. Just let it be infused. You don't even have to heat the water.
Okay. Let's look at our checklist. Are we good?
Yep.
Should we begin?
Let's begin.
So we're going to begin with this beginning of my spell, kind of like the introduction, and it's where we come into that space where we can let the magic happen. Okay. Relax and be at peace as we begin this meditation ritual for peace and for your extraordinary uniqueness, and honoring that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale peace and exhale stress. Inhale calm and exhale struggle. Inhale relaxation and exhale negativity. You are now free to accept or release any of these words that may or may not apply to you today. All is well, blessed be, and so it is. Notice the inner critic. Thank it for keeping you safe. But for just this little while, let him rest, because he knows the next few minutes are going to be for your highest good. And the inner critic approves. He smiles and steps aside and sits down as we load some new thought patterns new ideas to help you be your best self in the most peaceful and perfect way. All is well. Blessed be. And so it is. Now, as I count down from 5 to 1, you'll become more relaxed and at ease in this moment. 5, safe and protected. 4, more at ease, more at calm. 3, down to your heart and out of your mind. 2, releasing fear, grounding down. 1, relaxed and calm and open to the suggestions for honoring your extraordinary uniqueness. You now honor your extraordinary uniqueness. No one has ever met anyone like you before. Fearless, powerful, and wise. It is time to accept your power and express it in the most beautiful and balanced way. Let the power of being yourself heal and align you. Let the balance of the scales of life excite you. Take your own hand and show yourself the love you crave. It is time to adore your quirky and lovable self. In the past, you did not trust. You felt so different. In the present, you wonder if your true self is too much for others to understand. But the future is bright. It is time to release the burden of hiding your true, extraordinary, powerful self. It is okay to be extraordinary. The universe has given you so many gifts. Your gifts may be mysterious or ethereal. Do not walk away from your true self, because being your true, extraordinary self brings grounding and acceptance. Release the need to try to fit in. Release the pain, because the new day is dawning. Look forward with faith, because with great gifts comes great responsibility. Rejoice in your ability to see things differently, to create, to love. You have so much to offer the world. You have so much to offer yourself. You are here to interpret the magic of life, to be the guide. The journey of awakening can be a painful one, but it is so worth it. Live every day in celebration of your extraordinary self. And now, as I count up from 1 to the magical number of 3, the spell will be complete, and the container closed, and the magic will be released into the field, and you won't have to worry about it any longer. It will be in the hands of the gods and the goddesses, the elementals, and the angels. You may feel different. You may feel lighter. You may feel a sense of excitement for what you can do to make a difference in your life with the help of the magical energy around us all. 1, the number of beginnings, feeling calm, peaceful, and relaxed. 2, the number of choices and balance, feeling the balance of loving energies around you. 3, 3, 3, feeling wide awake, and ready to create. It is a beautiful day to work in the magical energy of love and acceptance.
We need some ohms there.
Okay. One more. think 3 is the number.
3. We should talk a little bit about what to expect.
Okay.
Because of the wording of that spell, you will be given inspired ideas, and so it will be key to take inspired action. So when a little idea comes that you might normally dismiss, but that you know it would get you closer to that dream that you have, that specific thing that you're working toward, make sure you act upon it, because that's going to be really important. And then also remember that we have this little mystery thing here, and we have a little crab coming up out of the subconscious, right? Water in the tarot cards generally.
Oh, true. Subconscious.
Yeah, it represents feeling, subconscious, and we've got this creepy little lobster guy coming out of there. Don't be afraid of that.
Yeah. Could be a message.
Yep.
Could be an idea.
It could be a message coming out, and just don't worry about your comfort zone. Let's get out of there and head up that path that goes off into the distance.
It's beautiful. Yeah. That was an interesting, I think the words that came to me.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think as you accept who you are and how extraordinary you really are, it's just a whole nother world, really.
We don't recognize our power sometimes. We've kind of had humility pounded into us.
Right, haven't we?
Yeah.
Don't be bold. Don't be a burden.
Yeah, right? You're not a burden. You're not a burden. Don't allow that thought. Just say, you know what, I am actually not a burden. In fact, let your second person voice say, you are such a blessing.
Yes.
People love to see you every time they see you. You're such a joy. Let that flow through you, and it will start to reflect out into the world.
All right. Is there anything else we need to say?
No, just feel it.
That's right. And if you would like to get some of your own herbs to follow on, Holly has this store called Twitchery.
Yep, twitchery.com. Make sure also no counter spells. This was the decision. That's why we sat down. We intentionally put everything here, and that's the intention of what we mean to say. That's what you mean to say to yourself. So when those negative things come in, just catch them and say, "Oh yeah, I remember this thing that I'm feeling now or experiencing now is actually good for the goal." So blow the other one away and receive what it really is about.
Okay. So great. Thanks for joining us today, and we have a great rest of your day.
We love you.